Welcome to another episode in this Road to Glory story of the best free safety to come out of Cleveland, Ohio. After handling business in last week's game against Eastern Michigan, the first game jitters are officially gone. Week 2 brings the number 2 team in the country to our house, the Oregon Ducks. Everyone knows how Oregon likes to play. They like to spread you out, get space, and just wear you out by the fourth quarter. So for my free safety, this is the ultimate test of discipline. You know, if I bite on any fakes or leave my guy open, it's going to be an easy touchdown. But, you know, if we want to be the best, we have to dominate the best. So it's really time to show the country what my free safety is all about. So let's get started. So this is the first drive of the game. You know, want to set the tone, show that our defense is here to, you know, pretty much control the game, not let them get anything easy. They're going to run straight up the middle. We stop them for 8. That's not a solid, not a bad first down. So on second down, crowd going up. Hopefully get a stop here. They throw a screen in backfield. I'm over. Okay, never mind. I'm not over there. But you know, I clean up, get assisted tackle. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I like to do a lot of zone coverage. I feel like that's, you know, good when starting off because your free safety is probably not going to be the fastest unless you just somehow are lucky to put everything at speed. So they do another pass, drop back. You know, the defensive end. You know, I get them another. So we have another set of first downs here, and you know, sitting here thinking, I think how long has Oregon been in the Big Ten? Like 2-3 years now. And honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of, you know, college expansion to get a first down, good first down defensive play. You know, bringing in all those Big 12 teams, was like Oregon, USC, we also bring Washington, all up in the Big Ten, because now we have like all these teams, and I let them get right up the middle for another first down. We have all these teams in the Big Ten now, so it kind of takes away that, you know, that excitement when we wouldn't play, or when we would go play them in the early season, because now it's just another conference matchup compared to when earlier. That's a good run stop right there. Earlier, you know, in the years before Power 5 became Power 4, when we would, you know, go out there and play them, like when we played Oklahoma. And when I'm saying we, I'm talking about Ohio State, mind you, not Michigan at the moment. I don't really pay attention to Michigan other than when we have to play them, or whenever they win or lose. I do pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to who they play, but I do pay attention to who they lose to. But we, meaning Ohio State, when we, you know, play these teams, or when Michigan is playing these teams, I look just gone off on a random tangent. Now I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, when Oklahoma came to Ohio State, I think Baker Mayfield was still playing, and they beat us, and he planted the flag, you know. And you know, of course, everyone took offense, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta be the better person." You know, that brings excitement to the games, because like Oklahoma, I think they're in the SEC now. They still like some Big 12 or something. I'm not sure, but you know, that brings excitement when you're playing these big out-of-conference teams. I think this year Ohio State plays Texas in like either week 1 or week 2. You know, everyone's looking forward to that, because last year when we played Texas, you know, we just had our new starting quarterback Julian Sayin, and he was able to beat them and upset them, because no one, I think they were the high-ranked team at the time, and we beat them. So when you bring all these teams into the Big Ten, it goes from being, you know, oh, look, an out-of-conference big team to another conference big game. You know what I'm saying? Or am I just rambling on here? I'm probably just rambling on, but anyway. So we end up getting a stop. I think I wasn't really paying attention. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not paying attention to the gameplay. But you know, we have another set of 10 downs here. We stop him for a run of 10. That's not bad.
Gets the back moving.
Okay, they do some pre-play movement. We're gonna run it and run. I get stuck in the back. Okay, so we got another 1st and 10. I feel like I'm saying that a lot of 1st and 10s, because we just cannot get them like a quick 3 and out on this team right now. 19 to 10, we're up. So obviously our defense is doing what it's supposed to do. They run it. There's a spin move that somehow gets past the teammate, but you know, I'm there to help. Okay, so they ended up scoring. So now it's 19 to 17. They have a 1st and 10. Our offense really has these really bad bounces being terrible, and I come up, get a clean tackle. I will say Oregon does have some clean uniforms. When I was deciding which team I wanted to go play for, I was like, I low-key wouldn't mind playing for Oregon because they've always had clean uniforms. Like, if you've been watching college football since like the early 2010s, back when I think they had like the Anthony Thomas on Oregon's football team. He was really big back then, back when NCAA 11 and 12. Like, they always had the cleanest uniforms. There's always, because the creator of Nike went to Oregon, and so he's always dripping them out. It's a little weird saying that. We don't say dripping out anymore, but he's always giving them the best gear. So they're always clean. Okay, so he run out the middle straight to me, and I get a clean hit. I think playing free safety is fun just because if you play it right, you can just watch the play come straight to you and get hits like that. Okay, so we got 2nd and 6 after my tackle. Another running play, and I come up. Ooh, a clean hit stick. They give me assisted tackle and someone's hurt, but I'll take it. Okay, so another. Okay, he fumbled, and we recover. That's good for us. Hopefully our defense, we didn't need that stop because our offense has not been able to score, but our defense has been pretty solid, other than the 17 points that they were already put up. But that was a clean sack and forced fumble, and we picked it up. So hopefully our offense is able to do something with this ball after. So it's the start of the 2nd half now. After that sack fumble, we were able to score on offense. So now it's 26 to 17. We're coming out for the first defensive series for us. I run straight up the middle, and I come clean. I love hit sticking on this game. Don't get me wrong, if I miss, it's not fun. But when you get a clean tackle like that, and just hearing the crowd go like, ooh, it's always fun to hear and just, feel in the moment of the game, like, oh, I just put a hit on that dude. Okay, he's wide open somehow, and I come in. Another assisted tackle. How many assisted tackles is that for me? I think, was that like 10? I think it's 10. I'll see in a second. But they're on a hurry up offense. They run it, hand it off. Okay, so that is 10 assist tackles. I'm lucky having a major game. 10 assisted tackles. I'm not sure how many solo tackles I have, but I think I probably have at least 3 or 4. And that's another solo tackle for me. So I feel like up at least 15. Oh yeah, 5 solo tackles, 10 assists. So 15 tackles, and we're only a minute into the 2nd half. So I'm looking out here like Ed Reed, and I come up with another assist tackle that ends up being a tackle for loss. The fourth down. Hopefully we can get a stop right here, but we definitely do need it so we can get them off the field. So we see if we can get it. Okay, they're running right up the middle, and did he get it? Yeah, they got it. So it's 1st down. They ended up scoring. So this is another set of downs. They do a quick check down to the running back. I'm out there to get the tackle. So they're marching down the field. They do a quick pass, breaks the tackle. I'm here to help prevent the touchdown for now. I'm up to 21 tackles. So it's looking good for me. If you think about it, for a stat standpoint. So hopefully we can get a stop on this 1st and goal. We do not want them to score because this is a clean tackle for me. So there's only 7 minutes left in the game. They have 36. We have 36. They have 31. And I'm not really super confident in our offense to score, when the time is low. So we need to get a stop here. So hopefully our defense is able to do that. If not, we're just going to make something shake. So 2nd and goal. I'm feeling they're probably going to run it again. And they do straight to me. And I'm able to get a stop. So it's 3rd and goal. Another clean tackle for me. 3rd and goal. They're doing a passing play. And I let them score. That's on me. But coverage right now isn't my strong suit. And it seems like they're going for 2. Hopefully we can get a stop here. I'm thinking this run, but they were still aiming this to pass, and I'm nowhere near my guy, and that's easy 2 points for them. Okay, so our offense was able to get a field goal, so now it's tied. So if we get this stopped, we can, you know, force an overtime or just give our offense time to get the ball back and score. And we get, what was that, into a pick, so perfect. Hopefully we can score off of this. So the offense has the ball. It's 2nd and 8. They're doing some pre-snap stuff here. See what they do. And he hands it off. Oh, no, it's play action. He's open. He scores. And he scores, so perfect. What was it 39-39 before, so now it's 45-39. If we get this extra point, we go by a touchdown. And hopefully, I'm thinking he's going to hit the PAT. So, unlike JJ McCarthy in real life, we get a passing touchdown.
Maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The extra point is good. And guys, if
okay, so it's a minute and 50 seconds left. Broad touchdown. They have first goal. We need to get stopped here. And looks like this is the pick 6. This will seal the game. Because no one's catching up to him. So it'll be 53-39, you know, just guessing we make the PAT. So I'm glad we're able to get this pick 6 and secure the game. If this does prevent them, I doubt they're going to score 2 touchdowns in a minute 36. So if that is the game-winning pick 6, I'm glad we're able to get it. It takes a lot of stress off because they were knocking on the door of a touchdown, but he jumped her out, as you see, and he was gone.
Flipping the field, offense about to score, defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Yeah, so we do end up winning the game, 53-39, like I predicted. We were able to upset the #2 team in the nation in Oregon. We're currently not ranked. So just being able to get this win here is great for us, great for, you know, if we potentially make a playoff run in the long run. I think it's definitely a long run. So a great ending to a game for us. We do our after game celebrations here. You know, there's me. So another game down. Let's see my stats here. I ended up with 18 assisted tackles and 9 solo tackles with that 27 on the game. So I had a great game and we won. So I appreciate you all for watching. You know, if you like the video, go ahead, like, subscribe, turn notifications, you know, if you have it in your power to. I want to get another video out soon or quicker instead of just once a week. So I appreciate you all watching, and until next time, peace.